Aufheben, Sticker drauf und...
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
Und ich verkacke. Danke für die Aufmerksamkeit.
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
Na dann. Gucken wir uns den Hasen mal an, der sich ein bisschen bewegt, und bewegen mal die Maus. Nein, ich bin nicht im Spiel. Also nicht im Free Mode. Und der Papierdrachen ist jetzt ein echter Drachen. Hübsch. Und da kommt ja noch einer. Durch.
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
Na dann.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
Gut. Die drücken kann ich.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again.
Ja,
A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned. maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then,
Bam, geht das Ding
countless
wieder auf.
paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Ja, wen kann ich denn jetzt hier heilen? Also machen. Den da. Auf dem glätten Sticker drauf. Auf dem glätten Sticker drauf. Ihr zwei.
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move. Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger! Now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty! Are we doomed?
Erreicht wieder.
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragons struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is going stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
Nee, niemals. Das wird jetzt eine Eskalation und weiter geht's.
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
Nö. Jetzt ist hier alles kaputt. Hä? Was? Noch nicht alles? Fangen sie alle aus der Luft. Da ist noch einer. Das sah nur so aus. Da ist noch einer. Nicht zu erkennen. Ah. Du bleibst hier in der Ecke, du kommst da drüber. Du kommst wahrscheinlich hier hin. Der sieht so aus, als würde hier hinpassen und der kommt da oben hin.
Goodbye, my friend.
Leb wohl, mein Freund.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
Und wir spielten nochmal.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
Achso, ich bin nicht Ego.
That's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
Das war laut. Ich kann hier wahrscheinlich nicht draufklicken, weil, ja. Drache, flieg! Was für schöne Papierdrachen, die waren so toll. Finde ich auch, aber was ist mit den niedlichen Kleinen passiert? Cool, aber wo werden sie jetzt festgehalten? Ich mach wieder Partycrasher. SCP-1762 wird momentan am Forschungsinstitut für Lithium isoliert, an dem Dr. Daniel mit der leitende Direktor ist. Hat der Papierkarton keinen Mucks von sich gegeben. Aber weißt du das alles? Ich dachte, du hast nicht an der monatlichen Vorlesung teilgenommen. Gent hat 2 Jahre lang unter der Leitung von Dr. Trevor an SCP-1762 geforscht. Er weiß also weitaus mehr als wir. Oh. Hey, ich hab euch doch gesagt, dass genau dieser SCP nichts für mich ist. Ach komm schon, Gent. Der Gedanke, dass du Akten und kleine süßen Märchenbücher sortierst, ist irgendwie liebenswert. Los jetzt, ich mache mich wieder an die Arbeit. Aber ich sag's nochmal mit aller Deutlichkeit. Dieser eine SCP war nichts für mich. Ich bin jetzt einen Monat hier und habe mich komplett eingearbeitet, obwohl meine Aufgabe einzig und allein darin besteht, Archivakten zu bearbeiten und wird die Arbeit nie langweilig. Abgesehen von ein paar absurden Witzen sind die meisten Archive sehr faszinierend. Ich habe seit kurzem Halluzinationen. Es kommt mir so vor, als würde mich jemand rufen. Eine tiefe und schleierhafte Stimme. Sie erweckt den Anschein, Kontakt mit mir aufnehmen zu wollen, aber ich verstehe kein einziges Wort. Tatsächlich hatte ich vor, einen Arzt aufzusuchen, aber Zoe meinte, ich hätte das typische Neuling-Syndrom, das in ein paar Tagen von selbst wieder verschwinden würde. Ich hoffe wirklich, dass das stimmt.